Thanks for joining us this week as we leave the island of Penang and make our way over to the beautiful island of Langkawi. On a normal travel day, we take you along with us and show you the ins and outs of full-time travel. But today we're also going to share with you the various ways you can make the same journey we did if you were really traveling on a small budget. Currently, the direct ferry from Georgetown to Langkawi is not running, and I could not find anything mentioning if they plan to reinstate it in the future, but even so, that leaves us with a combination of other options. You can fly like we did, or you can take a combination of ferries, buses, or trains to get to our final destination in today's video. So let's start with the ferry off the island to get us back over to the town of Butterworth, which is where our journey will begin for everything other than flying. This ferry runs about every 20 minutes and is super affordable at 45 cents per person. It is also super convenient as the ferry, bus, and train terminals are all connected to the same station in Butterworth. From Butterworth, your end destination will be one of two ferry ports, either the terminal in Kuala Kedah or Kuala Perlis. Both locations have several daily ferries, and you need to plan the rest of your trip around that ferry departure's time. Now that we know our endpoint, let's begin with the bus options to get you to either ferry port. The bus from Butterworth to Kuala Kedah will actually take you to the Alor Setar station and will take about 75 minutes. From there, you will either have to take a Grab or a local bus an additional 25 minutes to the ferry port. There are several bus operators who make this trip daily, and tickets will cost you at most about $6 per person, depending on the level of comfort you want on the bus. Now, the bus to Kuala Perlis gets you within a 6-minute walk to the ferry port. So you need to decide if a 3-hour bus ride and a short walk is better than the previous option we just discussed, especially since the bus rides cost about the same. Okay, so let's back up to the Butterworth station and talk about train options if buses aren't for you. Again, your end destinations are going to be the same as with the bus. The plus here is the train travel times are shorter than the buses and really only cost a few dollars more. For the Kuala Kedah ferry, you will again take the train to Alor Setar and then take the local bus or Grab to the ferry port. For Kuala Perlis, you'll take the train to the Aru station and also have to take a local bus or Grab to the ferry port. Okay, so you finally made it to one of the ferry ports, and it's time to make your way over to Langkawi. The ferry from Kuala Kedah will run you about $11 per person, and the ferry from Kuala Perlis will run you about $9 per person because it's about a 30-minute shorter journey. Okay, so now that we've covered all the less expensive but more time-consuming options, I can say we chose to fly. Not only because of how much shorter it was, but also because when you travel for as long as we have been, shorter travel days means less stressful days. Our flight cost us about $88 per person, but also included a lot of extras, like a 10 kg carry-on, a 20 kg checked bag, plus we got to board first, pick a seat with more legroom, and we even got to choose a packed lunch and drink to take with us after the short 35-minute flight. It is also worth mentioning that we did see flights for as little as $20 per person, if you can somehow manage to travel with only a 7 kg carry-on. So it is definitely worth looking at flight costs because even on a smaller budget, you may not be priced out of traveling by plane. Another plus to flying is the Penang airport is pretty small and easy to navigate. You can easily walk from one end to the other in under 5 minutes, and will find a mix of shops and restaurants to keep you busy while you're waiting for your flight. The airport in Langkawi is also super easy to navigate, as it is even smaller than the one that we flew out of in Penang, and Grab easily picks you up at the curb once you exit. Next week, we'll kick off our island adventures by giving you a full tour of the hotel we called home on this beautiful island. So be sure you subscribe so you can keep joining us and don't miss out on any of the information we have not only to share about the island of Langkawi, but also the rest of our Southeast Asia travels. Thanks so much for watching, and we hope to see you back here next week.